little boy, I used to love going to the wood. My mom and my brothers and my father, we lived on old plantation. The name of the plantation called Shelby Sea Creek. It was way down in the wood, and it was a bunch of brothers, white guys. They had a bunch of hogs big in a Volkswagen, and old Rock Road. Ain't too much nobody come back there. People haul logs come back there say they never seen so many snakes. It was so many snakes back there you couldn't even walk that rock road. Snake big as your hip. And then they take it over the road. I used to watch snake, watch them in trees, watch them eat the simmons, and watch they kill the other snake when I was a little boy. And then, but I wasn't scared. I stayed out in the yard all day long. They had a peach tree out there. Then my people planted a garden out there. And so I was used to being around in a concert like that. And when it get dark, you can't see nothing. You hear all kind of stuff crying. You hear the wolf making noise. You hear the cow odor. You hear the hoo howl. You hear the wild hog and all kind of else things making noise. Because it was a lot of woods. Big old land. Full you see nothing but land that the white folks had back there in the woods. It was so hanging back there on that plantation. Sometime I come out and walk, I see all kind of things. Something I see, I can't even explain what it was. I had to go out to the branch, me and my brothers, and get some water, some drinking water. So we were dragging out the branch. When I stuck my bucket down and there was a head big, so big, I got the water and hauled ass. Then when I got up on the hill, me and my brother was named Weed and Woody. But it was just me and Weed. He had 2 jugs, I had 2 jugs. So we come down one late in the evening to get some water out of the branch. Some got a high Weed and chuck a limb, and Weed like to run himself there, and I was running too. And we were running to spider webs, running to little trees, guess everything. But when we made it to the house, we told Mama, but it wasn't nothing down there. Mama looked, and she didn't see nothing. And so one day, me and my brother, then we went out in the woods and get some water. The walls tore her ass up. Yellow jacket hit her up, man. Me and my brother had to lay in the bed for a couple of days behind and lick that bees. But my mama knew how to kill it because she got all the part out of her body. And cause my mama was a concert woman and she was a Enid. She had some black people, but she had the Enid moles in her, like I have. Us nationality is the Enid. So then we go on down there. One night I was laying in the wooden house. It, it was cold, and the slate fell out the roof and fell into the house and fell in the bed with me and my brother. I put my hand on the slate was so cold, but I picked him up and threw him out the bed. My mama got out of the bed with a gown and dried the broom. Slate was trying to go up the wall. My mama knocked and killed him. Big old long Slate too. I think he was shading rats and things. I killed so many rats till I got sick one day. Cause the house was sitting on a graveyard. Big old graveyard. But I didn't realize until one day when my daddy went out in the woods and he was sitting on a graveyard with a shotgun to his head. I walked out and said, Dad, don't do that. Everything gonna be right. Whatever you going through, it's gonna be all right. Get to put it in God's hand. And I drive, he crying, he hugged me, then we come on back to the house, then he put the gun up. That's how pressed my daddy was. And I don't know why he was like that today. And I told mama what happened. Then that happened. Then one day we needed some water out the pump, and we finally got that pump working, and it spit water way up in the sky. Old pump, but it was clean, and we used to drink out of seals. So one day we needed some water. We had to get this pump working. Me and my mama got it working. I kept messing with it. We got it working. My mom was pretty spoiled. She'll work on things to make it work and pray to the Lord. But we got it working. So now we got pump water. Water cool. We had to go to town and get some ice, and we put a top pull in the ice. The ice lasted 4 or 5 days, maybe a little longer than that. And we didn't have nothing. I never seen a TV. Then my mama got a radio. That's how we listened to the news and know the storm and stuff by the radio. We were poor people. Then I used to go to my neighbor's house with the black people. They would stay alone where they had a TV and let us look at it. And I used to watch Gunsmoke, Button Announcer, and a few more shows. And when it go getting dark, me and my mama get on back down the road. So one day, me and my mama walking down the road, there was a graveyard. And a baby was crying. And I tried to show my mama where that baby standing at. And my mama slapped my hand down and said, "Boy, there go." She drive me, said, "Let's go." We walked fast. We went on home. My mom was a brave woman. She wasn't scared of nothing. Because she was used to being in the wood, I guess, because she was a country girl. Then me and my mom went to feast one day. We seen fresh bear crack. My mama told me, she says, "Go, son. We got enough feast. Because I spell that bear. The bear ain't too far away from you." They said, "We don't want to get it." I said, "Well, let's walk fast, mama." We got on down. Another time, me and my mama were feasting. My mama caught feasting. She heard something. She said, "Time to go, boy. I can't see it. Let's go." Me and my mama left. That was we was at a lake. We used to go fishing in creeks and lakes, pond. And one day, I was laying down in the wood and I heard some noise, but I couldn't see what it was. My mama said it must be a pause on Armadillo because he was sure trying to break in, but he was digging like hell, but he could not get in. And he left alone just for daylight in the morning. And it was so hanging out there, you'll see all kind of things. And it had peace horses out there. I go out through the peace horse bins, be out there with the old lady, they getting their something. And I see it and I go on by my business. I ain't that old. I'm just a kid that walking. Old concert boy, they into the wood. I used to pick a lot of blackberry and see rattlesnakes and this and that. But I watch them like they watching me while I won't get bit back now one of them. And I used to love eat berries and things. Yeah. Muscadine, and stuff like that. Then as I grew on up around that area, me and my uncle, I was in the back of the truck being me and my brothers. This was on a moon was setting on this night. So this back in the 60s. On the back of the truck, my uncle was driving the truck and my mama and her sister was inside the truck with the other little kid with my brother. There was a man standing in the road. And my uncle ran over, so I told my uncle, "You can run over the man." He said, "Set your ass down, boy. We're going to beat your ass to get home." Then when he crunked the truck back and pulled off, there was the man still standing in the road and bet for me. And he opened the pad and told me, "Come on," but I wouldn't get off the truck. I saw him. He was a big old tall man with an old shotgun and gray overall and big old tin hat with was silver. I never forget that. That same spot there, that's where the man wreck at. That's where the plum trees at. One day I went out there to go get some wood, me and my brother. My brother next to me, he rolled a tire, and there was a dinosaur. He shook the whole earth. When he pulled, he shook the whole earth. And he said, "Hawk, hawk." And he raised his foot out at me. I looked at him, got a good look, and then I hauled ass, running through the wood, running through everything, hitting vine, limb, whatever, falling down, getting up, getting away from it. And this thing running behind me got the whole earth shaking. And I mean, it was shaking. He was so big. He way big in the car. He was big. Big old giant thing with long teeth and sharp. Big old long tone and red eyes. And then when I made it to a spring, I tried to jump across. I ain't had no choice. I jumped in the spring. I like to fell in the brain, but I called it in what saved me. And he said then he went up the spring. He was so heavy. He went up the spring. He tried to cut me off, but there was no way. He was too heavy. He couldn't jump. And so I was hollering, and me and my brother, while we going to the house, running down the rock road, calling the mom. But they looked, they ain't seen nothing. That happened. So one day I was just riding, sitting down, just smoothing the ride. I seen a star fall from the sky. It never hit the earth, but it was so good. That's just see it. It's a beautiful thing. I saw the lightning touch the ground one time, set the ground on fire. I saw the lightning come and cream my leg, never touched my soul. I saw the lightning up all around me, never even touched my soul. God showed me how to do his work, his life. His so power that God is good. I used to go into the woods, get up in a tree and meditate. I hear all kind of things hidden in that lake, but I never saw them. I seen things in the lake that would I cannot explain. Then I saw alligator, and I be in that fish, and the alligator wouldn't even bother me. My dog be all over the lake. The lake was so old, it was so deep, you could it's hard for you to feel it bother. But I'm out there in it as a young man. Now I used to hear seal holler. I used to hear the tree talk to me. I used to hear the trees try. I used to see everything. I see my dog fighting the ground, fighting the mom, one of them. And I try to figure it out. I said, well, it's time for me to go. And I hear all kind of things. Sometimes I hear things that be so bad I can't stay there. I had to leave. Then one day I was walking, just driving the car. Car cut off and then got stopped side of the road, run some more. I said, there's got to be a dead man car. And then one day I was riding in the car, the man got out of the car with me. When he got us so full, he got out of the car and went on into the woods. I said, ain't that something? Then this happened to him. One day I was walking home, I saw a snake, man, turn into the snake, white snake, I never get. I saw things fall from the sky, never touched the ground. No explain, I can't tell you why. I saw all kind of things in my life. And I used to see pouncers be with me. But y'all can't see that, but I can. I saw stuff in the sky, float through the sky that no man see. I saw stuff that come around me that you man don't have. Y'all don't know me. I know me. I know who I am. I a spirit man. People used to call me a voodoo man, but I'm not a voodoo man. I'm just a man that tells you. I'm just a wiser man, a God man that know. That's why I hang by myself most majority of the time. I bring good news to y'all people, but y'all people don't get it. Y'all won't listen to me. Y'all look at me and say I'm a fool because I sat on the yard. I know what you be thinking all the time, but I'm not. I'm a wise man. I'm trying to teach y'all. Maybe y'all can get some of the words that I got. Since you won't listen to my song, maybe you'll listen to me while I'm talking about. I'm just a concert boy, a concert boy. I ain't never had a damn thing. I had a car before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had too many things in life. No. Always was down and crying and suffering. Yeah. And I'm a concert boy. I born a little raised in a place called Cobbin, Mississippi. That between Port Gibson and Jackson. Ain't nothing up in my town. My town fall. Ain't nothing going on. It's a one way in and a one way out. People people raise dreams and stuff up there, and all kind of stuff like that. But they good people. They get concert people. They way it back. They get in the world they own into the, how concert people. Well, you don't know if you ain't never been in a concert. It's a good thing to be though. Love thing to be. And I saw all kind of things. I saw man walk. I saw man do things. Man come from the other world speak with me. I saw all kind of. I saw some things that you'll get scared if I tell y'all about. You know what I mean? That gets my life, my life, my life, my life. I went into the prison, did a lot of hard time in prison, big time. I was shot up from my own race. They didn't give me a foul chance. I was called a nigger in the courtroom. by the white boy. Even could call a nigga by my own race. My lawyer called me a nigga. He said, nigga, I ain't gonna help you. You know we can't wear no damn white folks you killed. I couldn't even look at it. Couldn't say nothing. I was a young man. So they served me time. Judge threw me away. I stayed there a long time. But while I was there, God taught me well and showed me who I was, and God changed my life. And I become seeing the life. Now I know what everything means. This is number one. Part two gonna come.